Hi, this is Munson with Munson Music. I'm going to talk about how you play a song called Travelin' Man by Ricky Nelson. And we're going to end up capoing this on the second fret to kind of match the recording, but we're going to walk through some things in root position. And we could start out on a C major chord. We can play C major. First finger goes to the B on the first fret, second finger on the D second, third finger on the A third. Kind of strum the A string to the high E string. That sounds a C major chord. And then on the C and randomly in general too, it might be kind of cool to lift off the first finger and make that a C major 7. Or you could add the pinky in and make that a C major 9. Or another way to play C major 9 is to do first finger on the D second, second finger on the A string third, third finger on the B string third, and the pinky on the high E string third. And so that might actually facilitate some things later on actually for our hits, like thinking about that for the C major 9. And then on our intro from the C we go to an A minor chord. We go to A minor. First finger goes to the B string on the first fret, second finger on the D string second fret, the third finger on the G string second fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an A minor chord. It sounds really sad. Now it can be cool to lift off the first finger and make that an A sus too. Or you could add in the pinky for A sus and kind of say some things around it. Or you might want to think about an A7 sus, where you do first finger on the D second, second finger on the G second, third finger on the B third, and pinky on the high E third. Kind of use that for your A. So you could kind of work that if you wanted to kind of leave 3 and 4 down. But it sound a little bit more like we're recording to do the regular C to the A minor. Now a lot of times with a song like this though, I like to add some rhythm to it. You could do that with just kind of an 8 down idea on each chord. I'm adding a little bit of right hand to kind of make that interesting and slightly sneaky. Or one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, down, up. So we tried that, you have this down, down, up, down. And you can do that a lot on the C to get used to it. And if we try that through our intro, we have that C down, up, down, A minor down, up, down, C down, up, down, A minor down, up, down. And so that's kind of our intro part. And from our intro, we go into our verse part. We start out on the C, and then we go to A minor, and then we go to C, and then we go to A minor, and then we do a C, but then you may want to change that C into a C7 by taking the pinky and going to the G string 3rd fret, kind of giving that a little bit of a bite to go to an F major chord. Normally you do this as a bar on the 1st fret. We'll talk about an easy way to play this too. And then you put a second finger on the G string 2nd, third finger on the A string 3rd, and the pinky on the D string 3rd. If you strum all those together, it sounds an F major bar chord, and it sounds really, really happy. Now you could substitute in an F major 7 if you want to avoid the bar chords. You do first finger on the B 1st fret, second finger on the G string 2nd fret, third finger on the D string 3rd fret. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, that sounds an F major 7 chord. It sounds really groovy, happy. And from the F would be going into this cool little hit where you do kind of a C chord for 2 hits, and then we go to a G major chord. And the way you play G major, first finger goes to A on the 2nd fret, second finger on the low E string on the 3rd fret, the third finger on the high E string 3rd fret. If you strum all those together, it sounds a G major chord. Now you could kind of put the third finger on the B string, pinky on the high E string, and kind of get another G major. That may help kind of that C major 9, G, G, C, and then we go back to G. It's kind of a possibility. Kind of using that 3 and 4 as kind of an anchor. If that kind of helps make that a little bit easier. You may want to think about that. Or on the G, you may want to play a G7 chord. And when you play G7, the first finger goes to the high E 1st fret, second finger on the A string 2nd, third finger on the low E string 3rd. And that might actually make that a little bit easier too, because then your fingers kind of get to stay on the same frets, which is kind of going through that hit part. So it's kind of 2 hits on C, 2 hits on G, 1 hit on C, and then we go to G. First kind of 7 hits. Tried that with our strum pattern. We'd have our C, A minor, C, A minor. Maybe you want to do it down, down up on the C, down, down on the C7, but lead into the F, and then do the hit C, G, C, G, 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 G. And then from there, we go into kind of our verse part. We kind of mix it up to lead into our bridge part. And our bridge starts on an F major. Then we go to an E minor chord. When we play E minor, first finger goes to A 2nd fret, second finger on the D string 2nd fret. If you strum all those together, that sounds an E minor chord, and it sounds really sad. And from the E minor, we go back to F, and then we go back to our our C chord, and then we go back to the F, and then we go to the E minor, but then we go to a D major or a D7 chord. We play D major. First finger goes to the G string, 2nd fret, second finger on the high E 2nd fret, and third finger on the B string, 3rd fret. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, that sounds a D major chord. It sounds really happy. Now you may also want to think about using a D7 chord, where you kind of put the first finger on the B string, 1st fret, second finger on the G string, 2nd, third finger on the high E 2nd for a D7. They kind of give it a loud bite to kind of point back to the G or the G7 at the very end of the bridge. So through that whole bridge, you have kind of that E minor, from there, then we'll kind of be repeating our verse part and our kind of going into kind of a chorus at the very, very end. Now, the weird part about playing along with the recording though is instead of starting on a C chord, Ricky's starting on a D major chord. So to play along with the recording, you want to take a capo, and if you put the capo on 2nd fret, then now C is really a D major chord. Your A minor is really a B minor chord, and the F is really a G major chord, and the E minor is really an F sharp minor, and your D major is really an E major chord. But to take it from the very beginning, we got kind of our intro around the C, A minor, C, A minor. You can kind of mix up the strum patterns if you wanted to. And then from there, we'll be going into our first verse. So we got kind of C, A minor, then we go into our second verse. We just kind of substitute in a C7 at the end instead of that G chord. So it's kind of C, C, G, G, C, C7 at the end of that second verse. So we tried that with our strum pattern. And we have the C down, up, A minor, C, A minor, C, C7, F, and then our C, C, G, G, C. Now, one other thing I think about adding to the song, though, is bass notes. A lot of times on that first down, up and down, down, up, you can throw a bass for the chord. So on the C, you have the A for the bass. On the A minor, you have the A for the bass. On the F bar, you have low E for the bass. F major, so you have D for the bass. And on the D, you'd have a D for the bass. Or on the D7, you'd have D for the bass. So going into our bridge part, if we try adding basses to that, you have kind of the F for the bass. Down, up, down, up, as a rake, almost like a surf idea of kind of a bass rake instead of doing the strum all the way through the strings. You almost kind of try and break it up. You hear some individual strings. Kind of dig on that. Feel free to steal that. Sing higher. Into our next verse. We tried that bass idea for our verse. We have the C with an A bass, A arm with an A bass, C with an A bass, A arm with an A bass, C with an A bass, C7, and F. And then our C, C, G, G, C, G, 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 G. And then from there, we'll be going into kind of our chorus at the end. Now, randomly, between the C and the A minor, a lot of times you'll hear in songs, the second fret on the A string, what would have been a B note, to lead to the A, and then kind of back. So randomly, it could kind of do this as kind of a bass, down, up, and then kind of hit that 3-2 on the A string to lead to the open A, and then the down, up, and then throw that bass back in. spread that through that last chorus. We have the C. But that's the basics of how you can strum through Travelin' Man by Ricky Nelson. So, good luck.